Alright, I've made two videos already about Nicholas Cruz and the shooting that he unleashed in Parkland, Florida, at the Parkland, Florida school. And but this video is not going to be about him. It's going to be about a guy named Scot Peterson, not Lacey Peterson's husband. He was the school resource officer at the school. I can't pronounce the name. Remember exactly what it was called. It was some big long thing. But anyway, he sat outside the school while the shooting was going on. And while he did not do anything commendable, or he did not earn any medals, he stood back and just let it all happen without doing anything. Now, I've looked at it, and it's like there's not a lot he could have done, because going in, he only had a handgun, and confronting Nicholas Cruz would have been little short of suicide, because Nicholas Cruz had body armor on, and he had an AR-15. Do not bring a pistol or a handgun, whatever you want to call it, to a rifle fight. Do not bring a handgun to a rifle fight. It is little short of suicide. And I have just been looking at Facebook comments, and just, a lot of people want this guy, put on trial, or some people even want him sentenced to death for cowardice and all that shit. And but the reality is it's like there wasn't much he could have done. I mean, a guy like that, a guy like Nicholas Cruz, he's a job for a SWAT team, not for a school resource officer. I mean, look at the North Hollywood shootout. There were hundreds of cops just shooting at these two guys who were clad in body armor and had fully automatic rifles. They had AK-47s, AR-15s, and a G3. That's not... They basically held the police off for 44 minutes until the SWAT team got there. As you know, if you've watched the documentary about that, one shot himself, the other got shot up and bled to death. Was shot up by the police and bled to death. Anyway, so and none of those cops had a rifle. They only had handguns and shotguns. So going into that school would have been above and beyond the call of duty to deal with a guy who had an assault rifle. And it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Sure, there have been people that have done that successfully, but your odds aren't good. And like I said, I'm not going to praise him for anything he did there. Were there faculty and students who did a lot more than him? Hell yes. Is he a coward? Maybe. Maybe. I don't really think so. But, could he have stopped him if he had gone in? Could he have stopped Nicholas Cruz if he had gone in? Probably not. Probably not. Because Nicholas Cruz had a big assault rifle. He had a gas mask on and was deploying, smoke grenades and tear gas. He was doing a whole bunch of crap. And he had body armor on, I think, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. And to sum it all up, it's like everyone who's going around calling him a coward, it's like, perhaps maybe you should take on Nicholas Cruz with all his gear, with everything the cop had. I would not volunteer for that assignment. you know, and you're talking to a guy who wanted to be who wanted to be in the military when he was younger. I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, but they wouldn't let me in for reasons I will not go into. However, and that being said, is I would not want to take on Nicholas Cruz armed only with a handgun. You know, if I had an assault rifle of my own and body armor of my own, sure. But, you know, engaging that guy with only a handgun is little short of suicide. And if he had gone in there, I would have given him, you know, a medal for that. I don't know what is the highest medal, though. The Parkland Sheriff's Department has. Some places it's called the Medal of Honor. Some other departments it's called the Medal of Valor. It's called whatever. But if he had gone in there, I would have given him that. And it probably would have been a posthumous award. In a best case scenario, you probably would have had to give it to him while he was lying in a hospital bed on full life support. Anyway, that will conclude my video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, there are a lot of people that may call me a coward and all that crap and say I'm a pussy. But hey, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. Bye for now.